It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from the link. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And that's complete to A.J. Brown.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. A gain there of 21. First down, Philadelphia.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. It'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. He is in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
That's to the sideline and pulled in by Smith. They need to get to the 22, but now face a third down. To throw is Hurts. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. We are through one. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On the option, here's Hall. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
A first down throw from Rodgers. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A give up the middle with Hall. And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So, 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And Zuerlein comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Britton Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Hurts working in the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Hurts again. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Hurts. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. To the air again. Hurts. That is caught. What a throw. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jets offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rogers. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's 2nd and 2. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Hurts. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Brown. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll try zone read on 1st and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out to a 21-3 advantage. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Rodgers to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers now. And that'll be batted down and incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. It's 2nd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and 6. Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, that's Corley. And he's in! Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. So after the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. And they'll throw here with Hurts. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
The Eagles' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from South Philly.